Welcome back into Breaking the Norm. My guest is Laura Vorreyer. She has this cool new book called The Pet Sitter's Tale. Was a Chicago makeup artist, moved out to L.A., tried to get in the business, and like anything in L.A., it's hard if you don't know somebody and you're not in this union, or there are a lot of obstacles out there. And so one day, for someone she met, she's walking their dog. And Paula Poundstone, you know the comedian Paula Poundstone, comes out of her trailer, asks her, hey, are you a professional dog walker? And boom, 15 years later, it is in action. She is the woman with the plan, the woman to go to. She has the business still running. This is so cool. She's an expert in pet behavior, pet care, advocate for animal rights. And I love when people reinvent themselves. I love when people say yes and then learn the business, and they're professionals and they do it right, which just goes to show you if your mind and your heart are in the right place, you can do anything you want to do. Laura is living proof of that. So she was talking about Dr. Dre, one of her most extensive tenured clients. I got to ask you this question. You know it's coming. Everybody asks you this question, but I want to hear about this thing too. You're in Hollywood, which is the craziest place on earth. It's its own planet within a state, I think. In L.A., but the craziest thing, what is the craziest thing you've seen someone do to either pamper or love on their pets or something along those lines?
Oh, I love what you say about Hollywood. You know, we call it like the land of fruits and nuts out here.
Yeah, and it's not talking about what grows from the ground.
I know, right? You know, people are crazy about their pets. I mean, let's face it. It seems like the more resources you have financially, you just find things to spend your money on. And pets are, you know, they're a good thing to spend money on. Who doesn't want to pamper their pets? People dress up their pets less. People have their chef come in and prepare food just for their pets. Mm-hmm. You know, I had a lady who wanted me to sing her songs to her dog. She claimed it would help his digestion.
Okay, hold up. So, sing songs like after they were digested or while the dog was eating?
While the dog was eating.
No, are you serious?
Sing the dog some songs.
Well, maybe I'll try that when I'm eating spicy food next time. Have my wife sing to me. I don't know.
Singing. Listen, it helps. I just had a regular client who got to thinking that his dog really liked when he made things in the oven. So he would have me put the dog's kibble in his bowl in the oven and pretend I was turning the oven off, pull the dog's bowl out of the oven and tell the dog, yum, yum, and put the bowl down on the ground, because then he thought that the dog would think that it was freshly cooked from the oven, and then the dog would eat his food.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah.
I guess some breeds are smarter than others. I can actually see how that might in some ways work. You can associate eating with oven, so okay. I'm all about that.
Your food comes out of the oven. Why should mine come out of a can? Come on now.
No doubt. I often wonder that myself when I'm alone and have to cook for myself. I think I heard in one of the interviews, is it true that someone actually shut down, like purchased a spa for a day, like shut the thing down specifically just for their dog?
Oh, that happens all the time.
No.
That happens all the time. Oh, yeah, that happens all the time. And the interesting thing is, because the spa is all about, like, making that, you know, that client happy and having that extra money, that they don't tell their regular clients it's happening. You just show up and it's shut and it says closed for private event. And you're like, wow, it's a private event. What's going on? And then, like, the dog's in there getting, like, the full body massage and their nails painted and fluffed and buffed. And you're like, I'm shut down because that dog is in there having its day. Really? I mean, it's insanity.
Wow. But I mean, you obviously, you're still in this business. And
I love the dogs.
Yeah,
I love the dogs.
I
love them. I love them so much. I mean, they give you that unconditional love. You know, there's no hassles. I mean, yes, occasionally you get an aggressive dog, but that's an anomaly. I mean, rarely do you get an aggressive dog. Like, mostly you're going to get the happy-go-lucky dog. Maybe you'll get a timid dog or a puppy or a senior dog that has some medical challenges. But, you know, the majority of the time, you're going to have, like, a very happy client on your hands. You know, you walk through the door and, like, you're the best thing that just happened to them. And it's an amazing feeling. Like, you just don't get that kind of feeling when you're dealing with people all the time. You know, people have their ups and downs, their good days, their bad days, but not for dogs. They live in the moment. You know, the moment is you came through the door, you're taking them out for a walk, let's go, they're excited, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things too I notice here in the Midwest, or when I've been in California, when I've been in Florida, I mean, on national TV, you see a lot of celebrities on commercials that are supporting rescue dogs. Is are these dogs that you primarily have worked with? I'm sure some aren't, but are there a lot of stars that get rescue dogs?
Yes, absolutely, and I'm really glad to see it, and I hope it's just not a fad or a trend. And I don't think it is. I think a lot of celebrities and a lot of people too have become aware of the plight of the homeless dog, the dog in a shelter, and a rescue dog, and there's so many of them sadly being euthanized, and one day they're somebody's pet, and the next day they're in a cage, and the next day gone. And there's a lot of them, and it's a big problem. And so a lot of celebrities have taken upon themselves to be compassionate towards their plight and to be advocates for rescue, which I am myself. I rescued my dog, and I would only consider getting a rescue. I mean, I can't understand people that clone their dogs or get a breeder to breed their dog. I mean, it's just there's so many of them. It's a no-brainer. I mean, rescue pets make the best pets. So that's me. I think it's wonderful that they had the voice of a lot of celebrities who say rescue, adopt, don't shop. They are the best pets. Absolutely.
So 15 years in, your decision to go out and try to be a makeup artist, and now look what you've created, what you've done. Now you're an author, The Pet Sitter's Tale. Think back to that day and then fast forward to this day. Any regrets of moving to L.A.? I'm thinking that there's not.
No. Oh, my God, no. I mean, no. I mean, and just I would never be to turn around and go back to Chicago, it would be like going back, like, and admitting, like, I'm defeated, tail between their legs. I tried. It shot me out. I didn't make it. And, you see these people who ping-pong back and forth between, like, I have a friend who's, like, goes from California to New York and doesn't make it in New York, comes back to L.A., goes back to, it's like, who wants to live like that? I mean, moving is hard.
It is.
So dig in.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's fascinating. I love what you do. I love your personality, but I also love the message behind what you do. Like I said at the beginning of segment 2, I mean, in a moment, you decided to reinvent yourself. You were trying, and it was tough. And like you said, some days you're sitting in your car, you're crying in your car, and you're trying to figure this thing out. But the millisecond another opportunity presented itself, you didn't sit there and hem and haw for, what if and what should it was. Here's an opportunity. You didn't just walk through the door. You burst through the door and ripped it off of its hinges. And look where you're at now. You've got to be pretty proud of the woman and the business person that you are for just, opportunity, boom, here I go. And you made a run of it, and you've made it successful. And it's really cool. That's got to make you proud.
Oh, yeah. And, more than that, like, I just hope that it inspires other people because
yes,
a lot of people think, like, okay, I can't get a corporate job for whatever reason. It's just not my personality. I can't sit at a desk all day. And I think that there are opportunities, and if you keep your eyes and ears open and you're open to the universe, I think that the path will unfold when you're ready to take those steps on it. And I just want to inspire people. I mean, there is enough. Like you said earlier, there are enough dogs, there are enough pets, there are enough people that own pets for business for everyone. I mean, I'm not covetous of my knowledge of the business. I used to teach classes on how to be a successful pet sitter out in L.A., and I tell people, hey, I mean, if I have a client, they're outside of my geography, and I don't want to travel that far to them, if it's close for you, I'll give them to you. I don't mind. There is enough business, I think, in any one place because people have pets, they love cats, they love dogs, for anyone to have a nice little business for themselves and even branch out if they want to because there's that many pets out there. So if you love pets, it's a no-brainer. The
book, The Pet Sitter's Tale, by our guest, Laura Vorreyer. Laura, one more time before we go, where can people find it?
Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, or my site. Check out my site, thepetsitterstale.com.
Love it, thepetsitterstale.com. Laura, you stay right there. I want to give you the proper goodbye. A great show. I love this part of the show. I love our guest, Laura Vorreyer. I love this topic. So very cool. And you'll love the book. You'll love the website. You'll love the story. There, whether you wanted to be or not, I guarantee if you're listening to the show, there's some inspiration and some serious message behind it. Again, my website, lesnorman.com for podcasts, the info, speaking, everything. Twitter, @lnorman22. Facebook, if you don't know my name by now, because I only say it 10,000 times during the show, then you probably won't get it anyway. But again, I'll say it anyway. I'm Les Norman. This is Breaking the Norm. Please tune in next week.